Alright, welcome back. It didn't take very long. We queued up for the Aery. Aery popped. Level 55 dungeon. We are about midway, roughly, through the Heavensward 3.0 main story. And regardless of how over-leveled you are, you will be level synced down to level 56 anyway. That's why there's really no point in getting any other skills doing that level 58 job quest, even if we could. I'm not sure. It might send us somewhere where we can't get to yet. Can't really remember. It's been a very, very, very long time since I've done the level 50 to 60 job quests. Normally I wouldn't have made everybody sit through that whole cutscene, but the first time you go in, if you skip it, then you're going to be stuck having to manually skip it every single time that you go back for your roulettes or whatever. So, yeah. I always let it play out through the first time, that way there it'll auto-skip whenever you come back. Alright, there we go, with our diversion, contagion, rouse. In there I went ahead and I forgot. Stick your shadow flare, bane, pain, flare, fester. Go ahead and retarget to the wyvern, since he's about done. There we go. Thunderbolt sprites, once again, magic casters, so go ahead and addle them. Now see, we're on cooldown there, so we're going to have to manually cast. We're going to go ahead and use our Enkindle, a Fester, a Pain Flare. Go ahead and stick our pet on the Cloud Chaser, and then on the Thunderbolt sprite. And they're all history. There's loot down that way, but there's no gear there. These first couple of chests are just like ethers, potions, things of that nature. Alright. Lay the Shadow Flare. Now we can go ahead. Pet AoE. Bane, Fester, Pain, Flare. Stick your pet on the Cloud Chaser now, since the other one's about history. Just die. Okay, there you go. If it doesn't seem like I'm explaining the rotation very well, it's because I'm so used to doing it without thinking about it. Diversion. We'll have to manually cast. And then we'll have to manually dot up this Thunderbolt sprite. Go ahead and Apoco the tank there. Put our pet on the sprite because the Beast is about dead. Or biased, however you pronounce that. I'm so used to doing the rotation without even thinking about it that sometimes it's difficult to think about what I'm doing and narrate it as I'm doing it. Okay, this boss, he'll tether to you. If he tethers to you, you have to hide behind... Yeah, okay, no, wait, just pull the boss, alright. If he tethers to you, you're going to want to run behind one of these statues. That electric Chia or whatever the hell it is, it's a big donut, so you'll want to get close to him. And he prayed me, therefore I just stick it on there. Now we'll have to manually redot him. Now after the knockback, get right up on him. Stick him with a Ruin 2 while you do so. Redot. Another Ruin 2. A Fester. Go ahead and enkindle. Add. Put your pet on it. And then go ahead and stick your Tri-Disaster on it. Pet AoE since they're both there. Lay down your Shadow Flare. Put your miasma back up on the main boss. And continue slinging Ruin 3. And as it runs out, put your bio up. We're sticking near a statue just in case we get tethered again. Which we didn't. However, add. He wasn't close enough to Bane onto the main boss, but that's okay. Keep your rouse up on your pet. Once again, run back in before that donut goes off. And he's about done. Just like that. Don't need striking. We'll go ahead and greed on that. Most likely won't get it. You almost never get greed gear. Because whoever can use it needs it just so that they can turn it in for Grand Company seals. Now here you don't have to wake up the sleeping dragons. When you kill the offspring, they will explode into a small AoE that if it hits the sleeping dragon, it'll wake him up. But it's up to you whether or not you want to... There's our Tri-Disaster, our Bane, our Fester, our Pain Flare, our Pet AoE. And then we just got one left. We were too close. That was that AoE I was telling you about. It woke him up. And since we blew our Tri-Disaster on the young ones, we got to hard cast everything for the main guy. Okay, we got Ether Flow back up, Fester him. A Ruin and a Ruin 2 should be all he needs, yep. And there's 2 or 3 more packs that are just like that. Okay, it looks like he's just pulling this one, therefore. And he's history. Don't need. Okay, we're just waking him up. Alright, Rouse, go ahead and put your Contagion and your Shadow Flare up. Then your Tri-Disaster, your Pet AoE. We're waiting for our Ether Flow, so go ahead and cast a Ruin 3. And then you can go ahead and Bane and Kindle, Fester, and Pain Flare, and then stick your pet back on one of these Drakes, since the Smoldering Dragon's about to drop. And then you just Ruin 3. They're all done. Well, let's see. You're gonna... We were too close again. So go ahead and dot up the Slumbering Dragon. Put your pet on him. And Ruin 3 him down. Scholar's running a little low. We'll mana shift him. Even though he's got his own Ether Flow and Energy Drain. He doesn't really need the MP, but we gotta give it to somebody. And the Dark Knight blocks blocks any sort of magic. Now we'll have to manually dot these guys up real quick. Lay down a Shadow Flare. Switch targets as the first one's about to die. Let's see. Yep, a little too close. We're just going to bare bones this guy because we've got a boss fight coming up that we're going to want to use that for. We don't need everything being on cooldown. Usually if you're going to go ahead and pull the dragon, you'll go ahead and pull him along with the youngsters, so people don't get stuck wasting their cooldowns and whatnot. Now the second boss is sort of a pain in the ass. He'll summon adds that eat the poison bubbles that are all over the arena. You typically want to let the ad eat 3 of them before you kill it. Otherwise you're stuck with exploding poison all over the field throughout the whole fight. But this is the one time that you don't want to jump on ads right away. See, there he is, the mustard gas. Now he'll come and he will eat that green poison cloud there. Go ahead and put our miasma back up on the main boss. Now see, that's the thing. The mustard gas will clear them off the field for you, which is very nice of him. They're attacking him, so... Okay, now that we put our contagion up on him, go ahead and hit him with that Tri-Disaster. Because that actually will stack along with your Ruination, so your Ruin 3s are actually doing quite a bit more now. How is this Scholar burning through so much MP? Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and wipe out the mustard gas now. And then we'll put him back on the main boss. More contagion, shadow flare. Go ahead and hit him with our Tri-Disaster. There we go, dead. Man, we're not getting any kind of caster gear out of this run. But that's okay. With these dungeons, no matter what, when you beat it, you will get one usable piece of gear just dropped on you. Just for doing the dungeon. So you're not going to leave empty-handed. There we go, now this pipe breaks, or pillar rather. Then we'll have 2 adds here. Now we'll hold off on him because they usually pull both of them at once. Doesn't look like he's going to, so we'll go ahead and we'll burn our Tri-Disaster on this guy. Contagion, shadow flare, and then we'll have to manually stick our dots this time. And Ruin 3, Ruin 2 Fester, and a Ruin 2 and he's dead. Just a die, no gear. Machinist weapon. Okay, we'll go ahead and diversion, Tri-Disaster the Wyvern, and then go ahead and Bane. And then pet AoE, since we don't have any more ether flow. Take the Wyvern down first. Go ahead and shadow flare these guys. I'm just going to manually dot them. I'm not going to burn my ether flow on these 2 trash mobs because, well, they're about finished anyway. Now here is just an ad rush. A couple of waves. They stagger them so that you can't just AoE all of them down at once. We're going to hold off on our ether flow abilities until we actually get a pack of them. We're not going to waste it on single target crap like this. Pet AoE should do enough there. Okay, now we'll go ahead and lay our Shadow Flare, our Tri-Disaster, our Bane, our Fester. We'll go ahead and use an Enkindle as well. Why not? And pet AoE, dot him. Go ahead and hit him with your Bane, and that should be just about enough to take them all out. And that's it, final boss. Now here you want to protect Estinian. Estinian will be standing by the entrance to the arena. Try not to get him wrecked. And you want to stick close by Nidhogg here, because he will use an attack called Sable Price, which jails a party member. So rather than making a melee or the other DPS chase, run all the way across the arena to break you out of the jail, stick close to Nidhogg. And once again, we start with Contagion and Shadow Flare. And we'll go ahead and we'll hit our Tri-Disaster. And then single target rotation of Bane, or Fester, Ruin 3, Ruin 2, Fester. These are just simple AoEs. Now, in case you're not the one targeted by Sable Price, Scarlet Price is just the AoEs, don't worry. Just go ahead and keep an eye out for it on your target list. And if whoever gets jailed is close enough, where is it? Where is it? There is it. Okay, there it is. And our Bane didn't get to it. God damn it. That is so annoying. I mean, that definitely looked close enough to be in range of a Bane. Just keep your dots up and don't stand in the AoEs that are about to fire out of those. Needs another mana shift. Okay, ad phase. They're all going to try to eat Estinian. Don't let them. Why in the hell did it not? So much unresponsive shit when I hit the button today. I don't know what's up. And he is getting tore up. What the hell? Estinian should not have any aggro. Well, that's part of the problem, is the tank keeps facing everything right at Estinian, which is the opposite of what you do if you're a tank. Okay, now Estinian will shield you. Get up under the shield. There we go. Now we just go ahead and finish wrecking him and everything will be fine. Go ahead and Contagion. Okay, now we'll see if this is close enough this time. It is. Good. Ah, you prick. Gotta aim right at me, don't you? And Samurai finished him with the limit break, and that's the Aery. Done deal. And we'll go ahead and commend the Samurai. Give the DPS a little bit of love. Not a single caster piece dropped. We got a couple healer pieces for in case we want to unlock Scholar. I don't know what the hell that Scholar was doing to be running out of mana constantly like that. Scholars should never have mana problems like that. But we got through. And that was the Aery. So now it's time to continue the main story. And I'll see you when it's time for the vault. Till then, take care.